Before we start, may I request everyone to please stand for our opening prayer. Good morning, English 2A students. How are you today? I am glad to hear that. Before we formally start our discussion, may I request everyone to arrange your chairs, pick up some pieces of papers around you, and prepare yourself for this morning's discussion. Are you all settled? Who are absent for today? May I request the class beadle to check our attendance for today's session. Thank you. Before we proceed to our next topic, I have prepared a set of questions for you to assess your understanding from the topic that we had last meeting. Whoever got the correct answer will have a prize of 10 points oral recitation. You just have to shout, "I knew it," if you want to answer. Are you in? The first question is, who issued Executive Order number 335? Yes, you are correct. Next question. What is the constitutional basis for using Filipino as a national language? What about the document that Executive Order number 335 supersedes? And last is, what is the goal of Executive Order number 335? Now class, let us have a motivation to boost your energy for this afternoon. And I hope that each one of you would contribute to this activity. Are you ready to participate? I have prepared flags here, 5 flags in total. You have to portray the expressions I say, and if you can't do it, you are the lucky winner to guess the flags given. I will show a flag and you have to state its country and its national language. If you can't answer it, you'll have to answer the question provided. Here are the questions that you need to answer. First, what are the languages to be used in higher education? Next, do you think English-only policy should be implemented in higher education? Third is, do you prefer using mother tongue in higher education? And the fourth is, if you will teach in the future, what languages would you prefer to use in your discussions? And last, as a teacher, how would you approach the multilingual classroom? Now that you are fully awakened by our first motivation, let us have another one. Spare us some of your energy for this activity. Are you ready? So I have prepared a pictures here, and you have to provide your insight about the given pictures. By sharing your insight, you will have a 1 ball pen as a prize. But you can only share if you will able to answer my random questions. Okay, let us start. What is the Bisaya for pleasure? Very good, you are very active for today. You can now share your insight from the given images. Next, random questions. Give me the Korean term for I love you. Correct. Now share your insights. Okay, since we are done with our activity, how do you find it class? What about the pictures you've formulated? What can you say about it? Based from the responses of your classmates, what do you think is our topic for this morning? Yes, you are right. Today we will be exploring the language policy in higher education. Are you ready to listen and gain knowledge from me? Very good. Before we delve into our lesson, let us first read the objectives. First, trace the circle development of higher education governance in the Philippines, focusing on the creation of CHED and its mandate. Second, describe and analyze CHED Memorandum Order Number 59 Series of 1996, focusing on its guidelines for language use in higher education. And third, evaluate the effectiveness of CHED's bilingual approach to instruction in achieving its objectives of improving communication skills and fostering critical thinking. In 1994, Republic Act No. 7722, creating the Commission in Higher Education, or CHED, was signed. It was signed by President Fidel V. Ramos on May 18, 1994. So, Section 1 states that this act shall be known as the Higher Education Act of 1994. The creation of CHED was part of a broad agenda for reforms in the country's education system, outlined by the Congressional Commission on Education, EDCOM, in 1992. So, the EDCOM was the one who studied the higher education in the Philippines. They discovered weaknesses and suggest changes in order to improve our education to meet the needs in the 21st century, and CHED was their solution. So it was created by EDCOM, or CHED was created by EDCOM. Section 2 is the Declaration of Policy. This policy was created to provide quality education for all. It aims to educate all citizens from any level as long as we are willing to learn and have education. They also ensure that it is accessible for all, not just for those who can afford it. While Section 3 is the creation of the Commission in Higher Education. CHED was separated from DEXT, or DepEd. DepEd is for high school and CHED is for higher education. That is why they have different approaches. When the DepEd states that there should be no class due to heavy storms, the CHED won't be affected by their memorandum because they have their own decisions. It caters not just private but also the public institution of higher education. The Commission on Higher Education in the Philippines updated the general education curriculum in 1996 to better prepare students for the 21st century. Since we are now in the 21st century, students must have a new approach to education. This update aimed to make the curriculum more relevant to the evolving needs of society and the globalized world. So, what is Memorandum Order Number 59 Series of 1996? So, it is a memorandum order issued by the Commission on Higher Education in the Philippines that established the new General Education Curriculum, or GEC. So, what is GEC? This is actually a set of core courses that all students must take at university, regardless of their chosen major. These are our Gen Ed subject during our first year. So this order wants CHED to use the official languages as medium of instruction in higher education, which are the Filipino and English. The policy is rooted in the 1987 Constitution, which recognizes Filipino and English as the official languages for communication and instruction. Let us now proceed to the general education curriculum interdisciplinary approach. So first, improve English and Filipino communication skills and foster critical thinking about how people express themselves. Yes, of course, being proficient in Filipino and English could help us communicate very well. Through these courses, we are exposed to a variety of text and context, allowing us to develop fluency and accuracy in both English and Filipino. This includes practicing, speaking, listening, reading, and writing in different situations. Next is all first-year students must take a placement exam. Those who fail will take a non-credit English Plus course before English 1. So, placement examination in English, where all higher education institutions are requiring the first-year students to take the placement examination in English. And if they fail, they will take the English plus a non-credit course to practice their English fluency proficiency or fluency. It is an entrance examination before entering college. Before we have entrance exam in different fields such as English, Filipino, science, and mathematics to determine what course suits for us. In Literature 1, or the first literature subject, focuses on literature in the Philippines, whether written in native or foreign languages, from history to present. While Literature 2, or second literature subject, focuses on literature around the world, not just in the Philippines but all over the world, from the beginning of civilization to present. The text should be read in either Filipino or English translation for better understanding. Let us now go to the miscellaneous. So the requirement of the new general education curriculum are embedded in the CHED Memorandum Order number 59 series of 1996. Listed under miscellaneous of this CHED Memorandum Order is its language policy, which is as follows. So, in consonance with the bilingual education policy underlined in Text Order number 52, series of 1987, the following are the guidelines vis-a-vis medium of instruction to wit. So first is language courses, whether Filipino or English should be taught in that language. Language courses, whether Filipino or English, must be taught in their respective languages. This ensures students develop proficiency in both languages, which are the English and Filipino. Next is higher education institutions have the discretion to teach literature subjects in Filipino, English, or any other language. However, sufficient instructional materials must be available, and both students and instructors must be competent in chosen language. This allows for greater flexibility and caters to diverse learning environments. Last is courses in the humanities and social sciences should preferably be taught in Filipino. This promotes the use of the national language and academic discourse and foster a deeper understanding of Filipino culture and identity. Since we are now done with our overall discussion, let us assess your understanding about the language policy of the Commission on Higher Education. This time, I want you to have a role play about the usage of language policy in higher education. You will be grouped into 5 minutes for preparation and 3 minutes performance. You can now go to your assigned group. For our evaluation, we have a 1 to 10 multiple choice, 1 to 5 identification, and 1 to 3 essay. Before we end this session, I want you to create a graphic organizer that shows the language policy of the Commission in Higher Education. You can use technology in designing your graphic organizer. Print it for a clean output and submit it next meeting. Are we clear? Goodbye, everyone.